Avoid branded products. Buying less promoted brands instead of well-known brands can save you a lot of money. Spend time studying the composition of expensive yogurt and compare it with the composition of its unadvertised counterpart. The same applies to medicines, so look for cheaper analogs of expensive drugs on the internet or ask about them directly in the pharmacy. Use bank cards as little as possible. Many people are used to paying for purchases with cards because it is more hygienic and reliable. However, the constant use of bank cards risks losing control over your spending. It is much easier for a person to part with invisible numbers than with real money. If you do not want to be tied to your wallet, then get in the habit of studying the receipt in detail after shopping or controlling your expenses with the help of mobile applications. They will clearly show all your weaknesses and unnecessary purchases. Reduce the cost of commissions. If you decide to withdraw money from the ATM of someone else's bank, be prepared to pay a percentage for this service. It may be small, but regular transfers and cashing money through another system will empty your wallet. Buy only what you need. Often, shoppers make purchases just because of promotions. It is especially difficult to overcome the temptation after receiving a paycheck, but it's worth remembering that a coupon is not a reason to buy. Buy only what you really need and only when you are ready for it. And coupons and discounts can be found online. And don't forget about cashbacks. Master online shopping. If you haven't yet experienced the joy of remote shopping, we highly recommend that you try this kind of shopping. Of course, it has some disadvantages compared to regular stores, but this is one of its clear advantages. Many popular brands and lesser-known brands sell their collections with discounts of up to 90%. In addition, online, you can buy things in perfect condition with tags. Such things can be unique and cost very little. Check out the stores and save money on clothes. Replace purchased beauty products with natural ingredients. Used in beauty products can be created with simple recipes for skin and hair care. Make a shopping plan. You need to learn how to plan your shopping, and it is convenient to do it with the help of mobile apps. This will save you from many unpleasant situations. For example, if you forget to buy a washcloth or a pack of tea, you'll have to go back to the store the next day. It is very likely that you will want to grab the necessary things. Something 10th. Try to solve the problem on your own. Packing personal transportation is only the beginning of a long journey of its further maintenance. Comes the time of the first breakdown, and the money for rest is sent to the coffers of the service center. However, many malfunctions can be eliminated, and there are plenty of thematic forums and videos on the web clearly explaining the cause and method of fixing the breakdown. Find a web-based auto repair school. Talk to local car owners. It's quite possible that someone will turn out and won't mind helping you. Don't buy food at gas stations. Have you ever noticed that when you stop at a gas station, you inadvertently buy coffee, chips, or a hot dog? This is a completely useless waste. If you're hitting the road, grab a water or sandwich from home. Not only will this approach save money, but it will be healthier for your body. Substitute cable television. Notice how many of the suggested dozens or hundreds of channels you actually watch. Probably no more than 5. Therefore, it is worth finding out if your operator has a truncated package and use the internet to transmit the signal to the TV through your computer. Don't spare money on expensive appliances. A large percentage of utility bills relate to heating and electricity. When winter comes, the miser pays twice. Saving money on cheap windows and low-energy class appliances can end up costing you money. Pay attention to the energy efficiency class of your appliances, and the cost will quickly be recouped. Give up disposable razors. There are men who prefer disposable razors. They may be affordable, but their long-term use still comes out to be more expensive. Especially, you can look for entire sets of replacement razor heads that are sold in bulk for little money. The same goes for depilating women's legs. There's no need to buy hyped brands. The most gentle skincare is usually a bluff. Nothing prevents you from using cheaper men's products. Reuse containers. Many remember how Soviet housewives dried bags for reuse. Let it not seem to you an excessive economy. In fact, the same plastic boxes for sushi or cake cost so little and in the future can come in handy in many situations. Do not get carried away buying cleaning products. Savvy salespeople have led us to believe that every surface and piece of furniture requires its own cleaning products and gadgets. In fact, all-purpose products or the use of improvised means in most cases cope just as well. Of course, it's worth distinguishing between cleaning products for carpets and for wooden furniture, but you don't need to fill your shelves with all sorts of jars either. Save on food. Eat enough before going to the store. You should not go to the supermarket even in a half-starved state. In this case, your brain becomes susceptible to rash purchases. Stocking up is not recommended. You will definitely put something extra in your shopping cart if you choose groceries. Try to set a limit to the amount of time you spend wandering between the counters. By doing so, you will reduce the risks of excessive shopping. Stop eating fatty meats. No, you don't have to give up meat completely, but instead of your favorite pork chops, choose a more dietary chicken meat. Alternatively, you can set aside a specific day of the week during which you will not eat meat. Fasting will also have a favorable effect on your budget. Make coffee at home. In the modern peculiar cult of coffee, thanks to which every decent establishment has a voluminous menu with varieties of the drink, is gaining popularity. Mobile street coffee shops are also on trend, and coffee machines in every establishment are not uncommon. If you, Ira, are a coffee lover, a cheaper option for you would be to buy a coffee machine for your home or office, especially since modern devices are able to prepare several drinks at a time you set, which saves money. Reduce the number of in-game purchases. Avid gamers undermine their budget by spending a lot of money on in-game purchases. Let's remember how many heroic swords for $5 everyone has already forgotten. They were not worth their money. How many of these things, pump boosters and bonuses, accumulated over the years of passion for games? It's scary to think about. Do disease prevention. We all know that it's much cheaper to do preventive care. However, most people do not like to go to the doctors, and for nothing. Their services sometimes cost a huge amount of money, which could not be spent with proper care and regular prevention. The same applies to the body. Improper diet, unhealthy habits, and alcohol will sooner or later hit your wallet hard. Refuse the services of laundries and dry cleaners. Some people prefer to do their laundry in laundromats, while others prefer to use a washing machine and buy dryers as well. Both options result in wasted money. It's not that hard to throw your laundry in the washing machine and then hang it on the balcony. Don't create a dimensionless closet. Seeing something on someone makes you want to buy something? It's easy enough to combat this by following a simple rule. Buy new, throw out the old. If you have 3 pants in your closet, send the old ones away before buying new ones. It's easier to reject new acquisitions that way.